Hi, good evening. This is your friend Han here. It is great to see you here tonight. And tonight I'm very excited to share with you another excellent product. And this time it's by Peter Garety. And the name of the product is called WP RSS Magnet. And as an internet marketer, especially if you own any affiliate sites or money making sites or blog, anything like that, and one of the things is we have to constantly build is backlinks. And to get a backlink to a site is what you most need is content, and those contents are very expensive to create, and it's tedious. It takes time and money or outsourcer a lot of time, and it's a big challenge. And one of the it's one of Peter's difficulty too. So he has come up with a very unique method to battle with it, to deal with it, to solve the problem, and as results of his solution, he created a product named WP RSS Magnet, and I'm gonna have him to explain in detail in this interview what it is, how does it work, and most importantly, how it's gonna really save you time and money. Okay, so and it will both generate traffic and backlink to your site on automations. Okay. So just, by the name of it, give a little hint, is by using RSS feed, okay? And he's gonna explain a lot how he applied this into his own business, to his own website, and at the end of the interview, watch the little demo video, and you're gonna absolutely love how this plugin works and software works, all that good stuff. So for now, enjoy the interview. Until next time, keep smiling, and this is your friend Han, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han again. It is great to see you here. And today I'm very excited. I'm finally get Peter Garety here with us today. Another very successful internet marketer. He's going to come here to share us some awesome SEO automation techniques he just recently discovered and have great results. And at the end of this interview, he's going to introduce another fantastic product of his. I'm actually letting him talk about during the interview in a little bit. But first, let's kind of learn how Peter got started with his internet marketing, but most importantly, what exactly did he do to become as successful as he is today. So, Peter, would you kind of take over the microphone and kind of share your unique internet marketing journey with us today?
Sure. Hey everyone, and it's happy to be with you here. Awesome that you have me. Now, my internet story is very, it sounds unique, and the first unique thing, which is also the biggest frustration for me, was that I didn't know how to write in English, right? And and yeah, it's a frustrating thing, because when you start online, and I started in 2008, right? Then the biggest challenge that everyone faces is that you need to create a bunch of content.
Right.
But if you don't know how to write in English, which is the primary language that kind of people consume information online, if you don't know that, then it's a really hard to get ahead, right? So I struggled for 14 months. I didn't make any money. I was just mastering the content creation part, and I created something like 300 pages of totally unique content, which was let me tell you, just to create 400-word article was like a 6-hour labor for me.
Oh, wow.
Literally I couldn't put the sentences properly together so that they sound good, because I just literally didn't know how to write in English. Because the speaking part I learned a while ago when I hired a personal coach who trained me in English, right, to teach me English. But
native language, by the way.
My native language?
Yeah.
I know 3 languages, so it's really, it's kind of, the most important thing is the fact that I didn't know English.
Okay.
That's the key.
Okay.
So after I basically struggled 14 months, so I mastered the language part, so I learned how to put the sentences together, and obviously that's the moment when I started to look properly on opportunities online. I mean, I did something before. I was creating one website with all of that content, and I was trying to follow all the gurus with the fancy keyword optimization methods and whatnot, and it kind of, every time I tried, I just literally failed. And then in 2000, it was 2009, in the end of 2009 and the beginning of 2010, I started to get where the problem is and how to actually start to convert my time online to some profits, right?
Right.
And then when I developed my private niche network, started to make money with that, then I decided that I actually need to master product creation because I have been an entrepreneur all my life. I have never worked for anyone, so I just knew that that's my path because product creation is something that I really enjoy doing. Putting together systems, testing them, and then proving that it works better than anything else is just my avenue, right? And so it took a while, and then in 2011 I started to launch products and step by step. Today I have a proper software company that produces good software for people and helps online entrepreneurs to make money. So that's pretty much my story.
Yes, and I mean, your journey has been very, very long, and you probably had more. Well, I wouldn't say more than any other people, but you hit quite a few obstacles on the long way. One is your language. So what was that one thing that kept you going? Haven't made you give up? Because I know 90% of people in the world would give up at that point.
Well, I actually didn't have a choice because I bankrupted in 2008 as an entrepreneur. I had an offline company with over 200 employees once, right? Oh. And I was running the company for 10 years. But obviously I made some mistakes and time changed and there's a bunch of reasons why it happened, so it's not important. But the fact is that I literally in 2008, in the end of 2008, I was with no money, with nothing. And I had 1 month old son, which was born just a month before I started an online business. So there was no question for me whether I'm going to succeed or not. It was just the question when it's going to happen. So I knew that I will go as long as it's needed. And I used to say to my wife that if I'm going to make this work when I get to the 50 years old, I will be happy. And luckily I made it faster.
Yeah, the great thing about internet marketing is that once you figure it out, you can leverage pretty quick, right?
Yeah, the core essence is this, that once you figure and master certain skills, then it doesn't matter what kind of niche you are going into, it doesn't matter what kind of keywords you are targeting, all of that doesn't really matter because you can literally make money in every almost niche you can imagine because you just know what is the key aspects of the niche, how it works, why people buy something, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, it's not like, okay, I'm going to find this one keyword and it's going to make magic. It's not like that. You have to know this, how to do it, right? But it's not like there is the key. The key is just some kind of mindset things which you work through. And once you get through them, it just goes your way, right?
Yeah, what was that, just one last question about your story. What was that one big aha moment to you? What was that turning point? Like, oh, I get it.
Well, my biggest turning point was this, that I was struggling in 2010. So as I mentioned, I started to build some networks and so on and so forth, just followed what other people were saying. But then I realized that I need to really get out of all the shiny objects and all the gimmicks and tricks and whatnot, right? And I need to learn some proper marketing. And that's when I pawned my wedding ring to buy $2,000 training program by my mentor, Eben Tegan. And once I like just literally few videos in that program switched my brains totally, like just literally opened my eyes. And then it took me like 9-10 months to master that knowledge really, because obviously the language barrier always stays there, right? It's not like we cannot, like even today, I cannot produce the same content level in terms of the language as somebody whose English is a native language. So if you are listening right now and your main language is English, then you are like 1,000 miles ahead of me when I started out, right? So I mean, there's no reason for you to fail or not to succeed. I mean, that's just like, there's no reason. You have everything in front of you to get it working.
Yeah, like when I first moved to the U.S. because I was born in China, and back the days China doesn't have much, and when I moved to
Sure.
here, I have seen a lot of people are, just basically living a lot advanced than what I had. So I realized a lot of people are taking regretting for what they already have over here, and where I didn't, I worked my butt off to make it where I am today too. So,
Sure.
and so people need to realize that, don't take, your English skills, or you become born American citizen for granted. You really need to take that, use that as an advantage to you, because
Right.
any disadvantage you can really overcome in your life. It's just a matter of a mindset.
That is,
Focus on the solutions and not the problem.
yeah, it's just always, and that's kind of one of the key values for me is that I always focus on solutions. I never stay in the problem zone like more than 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I literally, if there is a problem, I cannot solve it. It doesn't matter for me. I move forward because you can always find problems, but it's harder to find solutions. So
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
A lot
focus on solutions.
of time, solution is the money maker.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's true. I totally agree.
Yeah, so let's talk about in content creations a little bit here. Obviously, it was the biggest challenge for you, and over the years and recently, you had to develop a new technique that automatically creating contents and automatically building backlinks to your money site. So can you kind of talk about that a little bit, the concept and how it all works?
Yeah, sure. So the main problem that a lot of people face today, right, and online marketers, especially when they start to do something online, is that one, they need to create a lot of content for their own website, which is fine, and it always will stay like that. I mean, you need to create your own content for your own website. That's just obvious, right?
Right.
Obviously, you can get some people to contribute content for you as well, which is fine. But generally, you will be the one who will say, okay, this content is good quality for my website or not, right? But then there is a second part of the content creation, which is backlinking, right?
Right.
So we create content for backlinking, and in old days, people were just creating one article, then they spun it, right? Then they distribute it to 5,000 article directories in a hope that it's going to bring traffic in.
And nobody
and so on.
reads those neither.
Yeah, as a result, most people just never get traffic. Most people never get backlinks properly because, as we know, those are not quality backlinks, so they get de-indexed. Pretty much, I call this 45-day syndrome, which is 45-day ranking syndrome, which means that, yes, you can get that backlink indexed with a bunch of different indexing services and pinging and whatnot, right?
Right.
But it's not going to last long before Google will just discount it, right? Because they will just not use it to rank your website. They don't value that backlink, right?
Yeah.
So when I looked in all of this, right, and when I looked at the fact how I like really spend time on high authority websites, and really not just spend time on just to read content on the website, but really understand where their success are coming from. Yeah. And it's not like, okay, yeah, they are big, they can spend millions of dollars, and that's why they are successful. No, it's not like that. They got there for some very specific reasons, for something that they did before. And I like to spend a lot of time there, and I like to see how they present the content, how they create the content, how they present it, and how we can apply what they do in our world, which is make money online world, which is a home-based business world, right? With the small entrepreneurs that's starting with nothing, just like I did, right? And obviously everybody knows what creation is. I mean, it's a word that probably the most searched and most famous word in 2012 and also in the beginning of 2013. But also curation changes a lot over time, because obviously a lot of people start to talk and use this term, but they don't really realize what it means, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, what I figured out is the one basic thing, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you have a website and you publish some content on the website, and most likely you have social sharing buttons on that website.
Yep.
right? And the reason why I have social sharing buttons is because, number one, you want to get traffic, additional traffic, like convert visitors to social shares and get traffic from social sites, right? Which we call viral traffic, right? Secondly, this is something that Google encourages everybody to do, right? Google says your content should be quality so that people are happy to share it, right? Now, when we look at the social sharing buttons and when we think about what kind of content is getting distributed via those social sharing buttons, we quickly realize that it's the same content, the same piece of excerpt that every single visitor would distribute if they would click those buttons.
Right.
So I was thinking, okay, how we can leverage that fact, because Google approves that. Google says, okay, this is a totally cool thing to do, right? So how we can leverage that using all the techniques that is available, right?
Right.
And this is where I came up with the strategy, which I call RSS Magnet strategy, right? Which is that basically you create unique content around the excerpt that you take from authority websites. And along with that, you create something like what I call recommendation engines, but in a basic words, it's like this. If you go to some of the authority sites and if you scroll to the bottom of the site, you will quickly realize related post links. Like they say, okay, if you read this article, these articles are probably related to your topic, right? So check these out. And it's really good for bounce rate and for a bunch of different stuff, and Google approves that as well. So I was thinking how to combine social sharing, right, that we do anyway, right, with related post links, which is really important for bounce rate, for authority, and this is what Google loves, and how to combine both of them in order to create backlinks, traffic, and basically boost our website rankings in Google, right? And that's where I came up with the RSS Magnet, which is pretty much automating everything when it comes to this style of curation. So what RSS Magnet does is the following. You create a unique first paragraph, right? You say, okay, please check out this article. This is really awesome about whatever the topic is, right? And then you add the excerpt from the article as you would normally do. Because if you would go and share my post somewhere on Facebook, what you would say, hey guys, I just found this awesome post. Please check it out. That would be your first paragraph, right?
Yeah.
And then the second thing would be link and excerpt from the content source, which you are sharing, right?
Right.
Now, so we combined both of these. Then we figured out, okay, Google loves rich media content, right? Which is videos and which is images.
Yeah.
Any page with videos, any page with images, you instantly see a reduction of the bounce rate, which is obviously a key factor for rankings, right? So we added video and image there, right? And then the final piece of the puzzle is related post links, right? So we created a system that automatically creates those related post links, including link from to your website. Right. So so it finds on your website the most relevant post, and it creates backlink back to your website. And when you publish content this way, it looks so natural. It looks like this is a super authority website that is talking about this topic, right? And people just spend time on the website, people click links from that website, and that's how you get traffic, right? So that's the first aspect of that. There is another aspect which just recently came along, is that Google actually revealed that they have a small loophole in Googlebot. And this was shocking to me because before that, I knew that they do something with this, but I didn't realize that they would approve it, right? That they would actually say this on the video, but they actually said this in a video, exactly like that. So here's what it is. It is this. If you are using, basically like this, if your content is a trending content, right? Then at the moment when the trend happens, Google cannot actually identify who is the primary source of the content. So in other words, if about the same topic, 50 websites start to talk about it,
okay,
Google has no idea which is the primary source of the content. because they all each link to each other and so on and so forth. It's a kind of complex thing to explain on the audio here, but it's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially what this means, if let's say somebody publishes, some of the authority websites in your niche publishes something new on the website, and you are the first one to talk about it, most likely you will get instant rankings in Google just behind that authority website. So the authority website will obviously be the first because they will have some domain age and some authorship authority and all of that stuff, right?
Right.
But you will become the next one just behind them. And that's where the true power of RSS Magnet comes into play. So you basically combine all of this, and it just creates backlinks, rankings, and traffic totally on autopilot.
Oh wow! Oh wow! And what I really like about it is most similar tool like this or plugin like this, when you post the content to the Web 2.0 sites, you totally look very spammy, and those sites actually over time is going to get, the account got a ban or and just don't exist anymore, loses its value like you said before. And this looks like a very good way to unique way to actually present the content in a very non-spamming way, look very professional way. So
that's essentially our focus. So when we program and develop, and when I publish something for my own purposes, for my own websites, I always think about the end user. So if somebody searches the term in Google and they come to my website, I want to understand, right, whether they are going to spend time on that website and actually they will click through the link or not. And if you present content in a spammy way, nobody will click through ever. So what's the point of that, right?
Right.
So what's the point of spending time and money and investments and all of this in creating such content, right?
Right.
And therefore, this tool does it automatically. It just formats all the content perfectly, so it fits nicely. And if somebody arrives at that website, they just think, oh my God, this is incredible. This is super awesome source, right?
Cool, awesome. So, so let's talk about the product a little bit here. Let's talk about the name of the product and what time it's going to launch and who's going to be really benefit for, and what's included in the front end offer. And we have time. Let's talk about the what's included in the OTO as well.
Yeah, so the product name is WP RSS Magnet, right? So it's a WordPress plugin.
Okay.
And basically it will go live on 21st of May at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
The product is going to be mainly for people, like I said before, home-based businesses, but mainly for people who really want to get results and they don't have enough time to work on their business, right? Or they don't have enough money to outsource things, right? To get results that way, right? So it's pretty much that you can enable this for any website you want, whether it's a brand new website, whether it's an old website, whatever website you are using, you can enable it, let it run, and let it see how and what kind of results it brings. And you will be surprised to discover that these results are just amazing, right? So mainly it's for people who don't have time, who hate to create content and spend time on backlinking and traffic, and they want more focus on marketing, which is obviously the main aspect of making money online, right?
I think it's for someone who owns the site, just want to backlinks and period. I mean, even you have the time, you're not gonna say no to automation backlinks.
Yeah, no, of course. I just want to point out the fact that it's just if you want traffic, then this tool is for you, right? If you don't, and if you like the old methods and all of that, then probably you can just skip it, you know.
Who doesn't want more traffic?
Yeah, I welcome traffic anytime. Welcome traffic anytime.
So is the front end offer what kind of license they have? I think they kind of want to find that out. Do you have
yeah, so we will have three types of licenses, right? So we will have three types of packages. We will have get it started package, we will have growth package, and we will have enterprise package. So we created these packages so that there is no excuse not to get started, right? Because I mean, somebody who doesn't have a website yet, and they can set it up quickly. They can start with the getting started package. Somebody who has 100 websites, they can just jump on the enterprise package and get that one, right?
Okay.
Now regarding the OTO, you wanna know that as well, right?
Yes, please.
So the upsell is an add-on for WP RSS Magnet.
Okay.
And what add-on means is basically that it is going to allow you to eliminate the need for searching the content sources, right? So with RSS Magnet, you still need to go somewhere and you need to grab the RSS feeds. Now, the simple way how to do it is just grab it from Google News, and it takes 3 seconds to do it, right? But still, you have to do it. With the add-on, which is called Instant Traffic Automator, you will not need to do it, because every single keyword that you are targeting with your content, you will be automatically able to add this into the system, so that the system can find the best content based on that keyword, and there is a specific algorithm how we do this, right? And then publish that on your networks, whether it's a Web 2.0 site, self-hosted blogs, whatever it is.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's pretty much what we will do with the upsell.
That sounds pretty sweet. Yeah. Yeah, and so I think it, I'm sorry. I think I got pretty much all the questions I need to ask you. So before we kind of leave here today, do you have any final words you would like to share with us?
Yeah, I just the one thing which I already mentioned in the beginning, if your primary language is English, then you are just 1% away from success online. And WP RSS Magnet package is created for you to just get that 1% that you need. Because here's the deal. On your website, you cannot test your marketing, and you will never be able to understand whether something that you are working on actually will work and will make you money or not. And this comes from my own experience. I spent, as I mentioned, 14 months to develop one website, and I didn't know where I'm going. I didn't know that it's a total waste of time, right? Because I never passed the 50 visitor mark. But when you start to get 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, 5,000 visitors per day, you can always figure out how to convert those visitors to profits. And RSS Magnet is designed and based on the latest Google updates, and also it's based on the Penguin 2.0, which will come out, because it's just obvious where they are going. It's just clear to me like there is no tomorrow, right? Because it's just obvious where they are going. They become more social site, right? Google becomes more social site, so it's clear what they want, and therefore all of this is designed so that you can get that 1%, pass that minimum visitor mark, so that you can start to test your marketing and really start to make profits. Because unless that is going to happen, if you, as I said, if you don't get 500 visitors per day to your site, it's impossible to test and understand whether your marketing works. Maybe you will spend years testing that website with your 50 visitors per day, and you will never find out that it's actually total waste of time. It's better to find out it tomorrow. Right. Not after 14 months like I did, when I just pressed the button, delete the website with 300 pages, which I never used afterwards. It was in the niche, and it was the content that was not important to anyone. But I just didn't know that. I was working to something which I didn't know whether it's going to make me money or not. I was just hoping. I was just hoping that it's going to make me millions, right? In reality, it made me excellent zeros. So RSS Magnet is the shortcut. It's based on the latest technologies. It's based on what Google wants. It's based on what everyone in authority websites, top websites on the web is doing. So with RSS Magnet, you will be able to do exactly the same. And the biggest plus there is the automation, that you will be able to do it automatically.
Cool. Awesome. For those who are still with us today, make sure you stay tuned and watch the demo video, a very short one, so you know exactly how this thing works and how it's going to really benefit you. And I'm also going to offering some awesome bonus for you as well. as always. And just kind of look out for my email tomorrow when this thing launches and all that great stuff. And Peter, thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Share a great technique and awesome story as well. And I guess I'll see you around.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Bye for now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Hi, this is Peter Garety, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate how WP RSS Magnet can get you more rankings and traffic than almost any other automation tools out there. Now this is how WP RSS Magnet dashboard will look like when you install it on your blog. But before we go over all the details here, let me show you something else which is really important so that you can understand how WP RSS Magnet can really help you, right? So the first thing that I want to show you is this search engine watch.com website, which is a huge SEO authority website. And when you look at the layout and the way how they present the content, you see that they have a standard title, right? They have content, they have some rich media, like for example images, and in different cases there might be a video as well, right? And there is more content, and as you can see there is video, as I just mentioned. And when you scroll down, you quickly find these boxes with bunch of links, and I call them recommendation engines. And these recommendation engines is where they gather all the information from around the web in order to display their users most related content from around the web, so from other websites. And this obviously improves user experience, and this is what Google really wants, right? Now, if we check the website like Search Engine Land, which is again a huge authority website when it comes to SEO and search engine optimization, so these guys really know what they do. And when we look at this, we see the same thing. We see the title, we see the image, we see the content here, we see video here, and again we see these related stories, right? And there's different links to different articles. And this is what user experience is all about, right? This is what Google wants to see, that we link to authority sites. Now, check this out. This is one of my websites, my demo websites, my demo account on WordPress.com. And when you look here, we have the title, we have the content here, we have the image here, we have the content as well. And then you notice this box with links right here, right? And again, we have related links right there, just like it is on Search Engine Land and Search Engine Watch, right? If you scroll down here, you can see that as well, right? But this is our link building network. And if you would click this first link, it goes actually to our demo website, right? Obviously, this is my ugly website. This is for demonstration purposes only, but this is where it goes. Now, when I looked at this, when I looked at this content, and when I look how they present the content in order to improve user experience and really get those backlinks count and also get traffic from those backlinks, this is where I came up with WP RSS Magnet. And this is super powerful. So the article that you see right here on this blog, on this demo blog, this article is purely automatically created by WP RSS Magnet, right? And there is all these related links from top authority websites online. So let me show you how I did this, right? So basically what I did, I went to Google News, I searched for SEO because that's my keyword that I want to target, right? And I scrolled here down and there is this RSS tab. And I clicked the tab, I copied the link, and I went back and I put this link here in the automation. So I would click this button, I would put the link here, I would validate the RSS feed, I would pick account, and that's how I did it before, right? And then here under the settings, I can set up a bunch of different things. For example, I can set up the frequency after how many hours we want that RSS Magnet creates content for us and distributes content to this specific website. We also can pick how many related links we want to show. So if you look back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links here. So we can actually select how many links we want. We can also choose from 4 different spinners, so which one we want to use for the content that we create. And then we have these paragraphs, which is a part of content curation, where we have content before. So if you go here, then this part of the article is actually content from this paragraph here. So I created this first paragraph right here. And then we have content after, right? And obviously you can add unlimited paragraphs here so that it really takes unique paragraph each and every time, even without the spinning, right? And if you look here, just below the image, then we have this paragraph, which is again created by me. On top of that, RSS Magnet automatically searches online to find related image or video from YouTube. So either image from Google or YouTube. And obviously this image is with link, with everything as it should be. And finally, what we do here, we add related keywords, and these keywords will determine what kind of links it will show up here at the bottom. Just like it is here, if you see related stories, they talk about the same topic here, they link to related topic here. The same is here, right? And we determine this by these keywords. And again, you can add unlimited keywords in this box. There is no limit whatsoever. And finally, we create this kind of spin syntax related post title, which is what you see right here, right? So you can learn more. We have the links here. This is our title. And if you look here, they have the title related stories, related topics, and they have read more on companies, and then they have title from around the web. So that's how they present the content, and that's how we can do it automatically with WP RSS Magnet. And then you just save this automation, and from that moment on, based on this schedule, the content is going to be published on this website, right? And obviously, if you look now under accounts, then you can add a bunch of different Web 2.0 accounts, and in fact, you have no limit how many accounts you can add. You can just use any of these accounts from the drop-down menu, including self-hosted WordPress blogs. This means that you can curate content on any blog that you have. You can just add it here, give it a name, and provide all the login details and everything, and it's going to set up everything for you. Now, there is also a bunch of other features. Obviously, we have integrations. We have, for example, a system check, which is very powerful. But the main thing here is that we present content the same way as main authorities are doing it. And on top of that, we are creating backlink to our website, which is valuable backlink, just like it would be if somebody would go to our website and if somebody would share that link or that article to some of the Web 2.0 or social sharing websites. So they would essentially do exactly the same that we are now, totally automating without any manual work whatsoever. So once you set up all the automation here, and you can add unlimited automation here, so to any account, with any schedule, with any keywords, with any content source, not just Google News. You can literally go, for example, here, and you can grab the RSS feed from here, and let me just quickly show you that. And you can just pick like this. You can add the RSS feed right here. You can pick account, let's say whatever account we want. You can validate this RSS feed, and you can add just automation right there. And RSS feeds are an amazing way how you can gather valuable content from around the web. There is just unbelievable opportunities for you to really automate your content creation for backlinking. Also automate your backlink creation from different Web 2.0 and other link building networks, so that you don't need to worry about that and you can focus on most important things, which is obviously making money online. So please make sure to read the information below, check the information on this page, and just grab WP RSS Magnet package that best suits your needs, because this is a total traffic and backlink automation. It's going to boost your rankings, it's going to generate traffic, and most importantly, the content that you create is readable, and if somebody would search for this content online, they would find this article very valuable, because you give these resources, people can click these links and go to real websites where they can read real stuff, valuable content about the topic, so they will be happy to click through, and obviously the first link goes to your website that's going to create traffic and backlinks for you. So make sure to check out all the information in this page, grab one of the WP RSS Magnet packages. This is a special limited offer, so don't postpone that. And let's start to automate your traffic generation and your rankings in Google. This is Peter Garety. I'm looking forward to see you in WP RSS Magnet members area.